Welcome to True Life Lessons, where we explore the deep journeys of ordinary people finding their extraordinary purpose in life. Meet David, a 37-year-old senior logistics coordinator who seemingly has everything figured out in his successful career. He wears expensive suits and drives a luxury car, but behind his tired eyes lies a profound sense of emptiness. For 15 long years he followed the safe path his father designed, completely ignoring his own burning passion for woodworking. Every single day feels like a heavy burden as his soul slowly fades away behind endless rows of digital spreadsheets. The corporate world demands his constant attention, while his true dreams remain locked away in the dusty corners of memory. Wouldn't he often imagines the smell of fresh pine and the rough texture of timber, but reality quickly pulls him back. His impressive job title brings him a hefty paycheck, yet fails to deliver even a single moment of genuine happiness. Society calls this ultimate success, but David silently recognizes it as a golden cage trapping him in endless mundane routines. Then one ordinary Tuesday, a sudden and tragic event completely shatters the fragile illusion of his perfectly stable corporate existence. A senior colleague named Robert suddenly collapses at his desk, leaving everyone in the office absolutely paralyzed with deep shock. Robert had dedicated 30 years to this company only to pass away quietly before ever enjoying his hard-earned retirement. Just 1 week later, the company effortlessly wipes out his entire digital existence as if he never even worked there. A new employee quickly occupies the exact same desk, and the corporate machine continues running without missing a single beat. This terrifying realization hits David like a massive wave, making him question every single choice he has made until now. He finally understands that sacrificing his entire life for a replaceable position is the greatest tragedy a person can experience. That weekend, he wanders aimlessly around his quiet neighborhood, desperately searching for some profound meaning in his suddenly chaotic world. He stops by an old garage where his elderly neighbor Arthur is carefully carving a beautiful wooden boat by hand. The sweet aroma of cedar wood instantly transports David back to his childhood days spent inside his beloved grandfather's workshop. Arthur notices the deep sorrow hidden in the younger man's eyes and kindly invites him to sit down and talk. David pours his heart out, confessing his intense fear of wasting his life and his deep regret over abandoned dreams. He explains how he spent 15 years building a solid career that feels entirely hollow and completely disconnected from himself. The wise old man smiles gently and pulls out an antique brass compass from the deep pocket of his apron. Most people spend their entire lives paving perfectly smooth and safe roads, Arthur says in a calm and steady voice. They work tirelessly to make the journey incredibly comfortable, but they never stop to ask where the road actually leads. A smooth road heading in the wrong direction will never bring you to the destination your heart truly longs for. David looks down, feeling a heavy wave of regret, thinking about the 15 precious years he has supposedly thrown away. But Arthur quickly interrupts his negative thoughts, explaining that walking the wrong path for years is never a complete waste. Those 15 years in logistics taught you incredible discipline, organization, and patience, which are vital tools for any successful craftsman. You did not waste your time, you merely spent it gathering the essential tools needed for your true life journey. Now that your toolbox is finally full, it is time to use those skills to carve out your real destiny. That profound conversation becomes the ultimate turning point, sparking a quiet but powerful revolution deep inside his weary human soul. He does not recklessly quit his job the very next day, because a smart builder always plans his foundation carefully. Instead, he decides to live 2 entirely different lives simultaneously, carefully bridging the gap between his present and his future. During the day, he continues to manage complex supply chains, executing his corporate duties with absolute precision and quiet grace. But when the sun goes down, his true life begins inside the dusty, abandoned shed in his own small backyard. He spends his evenings cleaning out old boxes and setting up the heavy woodworking machinery he inherited from his grandfather. And the physical labor leaves him exhausted, but his mind feels clearer and more vibrant than it has in 15 years. He starts small by crafting simple wooden spoons and cutting boards, carefully learning how to read the grain of timber. His logistics background helps him source the finest sustainable wood and organize his tiny workshop with maximum efficiency and safety. Every weekend becomes a sacred retreat where he completely loses track of time while shaping raw nature into beautiful art. Months pass, and his incredible craftsmanship begins to catch the attention of friends and family who admire his unique creations. He receives his very first custom order for a solid oak dining table, marking a massive milestone in his journey. The pressure is incredibly high, but he applies his corporate project management skills to ensure every detail is absolutely perfect. He spends countless late nights sanding the massive oak surface until it feels as smooth as a piece of glass. When he finally delivers the finished table, the sheer joy on the client's face fills his heart with immense pride. He realizes that creating something tangible that brings people together is vastly more rewarding than moving numbers on a screen. Word of mouth quickly spreads, and soon his little weekend hobby transforms into a highly demanding and profitable side business. He builds an elegant website to showcase his growing portfolio, combining his artistic passion with his sharp, modern business acumen. The financial security from his day job allows him to carefully select his clients and never compromise on material quality. However, managing 2 full-time careers slowly takes a massive physical toll on his body, pushing him to extreme exhaustion. He knows the critical moment is rapidly approaching, where he must finally choose between the safe road and his compass. One rainy morning, he sits in his corporate office, staring at a massive spreadsheet that suddenly means absolutely nothing anymore. Well, he looks around at his colleagues, realizing he no longer fears ending up like Robert because he has found life. With a calm and steady heart, he types out a brief but highly professional resignation letter to his department manager. When he presses send, a massive invisible weight instantly lifts off his shoulders, allowing him to breathe freely at last. His boss is completely shocked, offering him a significant raise and a major promotion to convince him to stay longer. But David politely declines, explaining that no amount of money can ever buy back the precious time he has left. He packs his few personal belongings into a small cardboard box, leaving behind the shiny brass nameplate on the desk. Walking out of the massive glass building for the final time, he feels the warm sunshine hitting his smiling face. The transition to becoming a full-time craftsman is incredibly challenging, requiring massive dedication and countless hours of hard work. There are tough months where finances get extremely tight, making him briefly question if he made the right life choice. But every single time he touches a piece of raw timber, his deep passion instantly reignites and kills his doubts. He remembers Arthur's wise words, using his vast logistics experience to streamline his entire production process and reduce unnecessary costs. Within 2 years, his small backyard shed completely transforms into a highly respected boutique furniture studio serving elite local clients. He even hires young, passionate apprentices, teaching them not just about woodworking, but about finding their true direction in life. His father, who initially opposed the radical career change, finally visits the bustling workshop and sees his son's incredible success. Seeing the profound happiness radiating from David, his father finally understands and expresses deep pride in his brave life choices. David realizes that the 15 years spent in the corporate world were absolutely necessary to build this beautiful new reality. He successfully combined the strict discipline of a logistics manager with the wild, untamed passion of a true artistic craftsman. He keeps the antique brass compass proudly displayed on his workbench as a daily reminder of his incredible personal journey. Life is never just about building a smooth road. It is about ensuring that road leads to your true home. It is never too late to stop, completely recalibrate your inner compass, and bravely change the entire direction of life. Your past mistakes are simply the valuable tools you need to perfectly carve out the beautiful future you truly deserve. Thank you for watching True Life Lessons. Please subscribe to our channel and always remember to follow your own compass.